This is a little stand I had my 10-gallon tank on at the entry to the doorway. I've drug it out here down the hallway. I'll show you where I put the 10-gallon. You see, this is the empty spot where the 10-gallon tank was in the stand. That'll give me more entry to move the 75 out and bring the 135 in. And the 10-gallon tank that was sitting here is over there. I put in a piece of PCP pipe there to help support in the back for a little bit extra weight for a small period of time. I might have went a little overboard with the sand, but I'll know when I start putting it in the 135. I got 4 full buckets. More sand the better. And this here is where I'm going to put my koi while I'm switching tanks over and fixing the stand up. It's probably going to take me a week or so to fix the stand and get the tank in place and get it all ready to go. So the only thing I got to do here is move the few goldfish I got in here out and test the water and make sure the pH is high, of course, and then I can move my koi in here. I haven't tested the water in this little tub. I've just let the rain fall in here and water change it here once in a while. I put some salt in it last week. Seems to be running good off that. It's filtered by one of those big sponge filters and a UV light in the top of that little tube there. I don't know if you can make it open here. Anyway, that tube there runs all the way to the bottom. It's got a sponge filter in the bottom of it. And at the top, it has a UV light. And it seems to keep this place pretty clear. And of course, I got a nice sandy bottom. It's good 3-4 inches deep in some places. Just like my fish tanks. And since I'm out the pond, I always got to film it. It's been getting cold, so the lily pads are starting to die down, as you can see. Goldfish are always enjoying themselves. Little river. Of course, there's the filter hidden in the back. First step of taking my 75-gallon down is moving my Siamese algae eaters out to my goldfish tank. Hey Yappers, you got company for a while. Yeah. Yeah, these guys wouldn't do well. Wouldn't be real hard to catch out in the pond. They're very dirty, as one would say. They're fast. They should be alright in here for a week or so until they get moved back into my new 135 that I'm putting up. Well, I got a little fry in that tank out there I'm going to be putting snow in with. I'll never be able to catch those with a net, I don't think. So I cut a bottle, put a little food and some rocks in it, turn this thing around, and I'll squeeze that there in place. Then I'll put that in there and hope for the best. See if I can catch those little ones. Well, here goes nothing. Anyway, we'll find out if that works by tomorrow or later today. Well, that was a bust. So I had to catch them with the net. That was not easy to do, but it was fun. Yay! As you can see here, I'm taking a pH test from my 75 to outside, and the outside is a lot higher than the inside. Where snow is going to be going, and I'm lowering the pH, as you can see. In the middle of this PCP pipe, I have what you call is a Brita filter. It brings the pH down to about 6.2 when it runs through the Brita filter. So, as you can see, that there coming out is around 6.2 at that end. So it'll take a while to lower the pH in this tank. And the other option I'm going to do as well is, before I catch snow, I am going to take all the water from pretty much all the water from that tank and dump it into here, which will also lower the pH down, plus bring a lot of more parameters closer to what he's in now, because, well, it'll be his water that's going over here first. After 3-4 days, the outside tank wasn't showing much of a pH difference. It must be buffered pretty hard by the sand I got in the bottom, be my guess. So I decided to go with it the way it is and use all the water that's in the 75 gallon into the tub as well to make a big change at the same time. Oh, I'm sitting here watching my fish and trying to figure out why the pH is so low in the tank. And it's sitting there staring me right in the damn face. Look at that big hunk of driftwood I got in here. That could be the culprit there. What do you think, Snow? Is that the culprit? Huh? Is that the culprit? Yeah? Yeah, I got a big hunk of driftwood sitting there. That could be the culprit. Well, I moved out that piece of driftwood. Look how much water came. Brought the water level down quite a lot, just bringing out that one piece of driftwood. I'll show you how big that is. Hey, no. Huge piece of driftwood. It's even got a nice Placo hole in it and one end. That's why I liked it so much. But I believe what I'm going to do with it for now is get my shirt dirty with it. It's been running all day and the pH has barely moved. So I'm going to let it run overnight. And well, this driftwood is good at very low in pH, so I'll put it in there. Let it do its job in there. And I'll let that run overnight. And I'll check it in the morning. Well, I'm going to try to move the guys today. I'm draining the water out. I'm going to take that water out to where they're going and dump where all the water from this tank is going to go to where they're going to help equal out parameters that they'll be in. Try to make it more comfortable out there for them so the change won't be so bad. Anyway, off with the carrying the water. It was real easy with my big 12-inch net, and the fact that the water was low and pretty much all the filters were out. You got your Snow Fitty, Bobsy in this bucket here. Got Ton-Time, Dragon Wagon, and Whiskers. Time to move the buckets outside. Well, finally got them out here. Got my portable pumps going. Snow damaged his tail a little bit. He always damages his tail. I don't understand why. But he always got blood vessels in his tail and he's upset or flings around, it always turns reddish. Foxy's in the way, but you can see it. Anyway, I'll take some of the water from here and put it in the buckets eventually, and get them occlusionating to the water. I gotta go get more of the fish tank water and bring it out here. Goddamn Whiskers couldn't wait. Jumped out of the bucket. Got to inoculate the hard way, I guess. He's in with these guys. Well, they've been in here for a little while now. About an hour. And they seem to be doing alright. They're just sucking on the bottom, trying to adapt. But, boy, are tough. We'll see how they are in the morning. Right now, I'm draining. Oh, no. Stop draining. I drained her down a little bit, so it's a little hard for them to jump out. I don't think they're going to want them, but they got to jump quite a ways if they want to jump out. The filters I had in the 75 gallon are running in my other tanks. That big one there was the center one in the 75. That one there was running in the 75. That one was running in the 75. That homemade one there was running in the 75. The sponge filter that was running in the 75 is out with snow. Where he is now. Out there. Seems to be doing alright out there. Hey yappers. Where'd Snow go, huh? It's alright, he'll be back in a week or so. I'll have to get the stand built and stuff. Yeah. Well, got the tank out in the shed now. I've got to take the stand down and I gotta improve it now. Make it stronger.